Good evening and welcome to Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network. We're streaming live on the internet at regionsports.com, facebook.com/Region Sports, and youtube.com/Region Sports. We come to you tonight from Portage High School as the Region Sports Network presents the Valpo Vikings taking on the Portage Indians in a boys hoop showdown. I'm Mike Zajac. I'll have the play-by-play for tonight's broadcast. And joining me with the color is Nate Ramian. Nate, good evening.
Good evening. How are you, sir?
I'm great. It's good to be here in Portage for this exciting matchup between the Vikings and the Indians.
It's awesome because this is opening night of DAC boys basketball. What else would you rather be doing on a Friday night in January 3rd or whatever the night is?
January 5th. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty chilly outside. We've got a nice crowd on hand for tonight's game as fans continue to pile in here at Portage High School. And Nate, let's take a look at both of these teams. Portage Indians coming into this one 6-3. They've lost 2 in a row. The Vikings, on the other hand, in at 9-3. They've won 2 in a row. So both of them coming off the tournament games. Valpo getting a win against Mishawaka Marion and Zionsville. Portage coming off their 2 losses in their tournament at Fishers and South Bend Riley.
That Fishers tournament in Indy where Portage was, it's probably the best holiday tournament around. There's so many ranked teams, and it really shows where your team is at this time of the year. Yes, there's going to be some growing pains. You're going to take some losses, but it's only going to benefit you later in the year when it comes down to sectional time.
Yeah, that's going to help you grow through it and to get ready for this matchup against Valpo and beyond. Going for both of these teams. Portage, like I said, 6-3. Valpo 9-3. We'll break these teams down when we come back. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strack & Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strack & Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strackandvantil.com.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
Welcome back to Game Night on the Region Sports Network, along with Nate Ramian, Mike Zajac from Portage High Schools. We get ready for Valpo and Portage in this DAC matchup tonight. As we're watching Portage Indians warm up. Love the candy stripe pants that they bring out here. Get that from the Indiana Hoosiers. And I love head coach of Portage, Coach Klaus, with his bright red suit on.
He's just taking over where Coach Kuhlman ended last year. He usually had his green suit or his white suit. He had to keep the tradition alive in the Duneland.
So we'll talk about both these teams. Let's start, Nate, with the Valpo Vikings.
The Valpo Vikings, they're led by Division I player. Probably he's on the Mount Rushmore of players in Northwest Indiana. Mr. Jack Smiley at 28.8 a game. He's dishing it out, 6.7 a game. He's going to get help from Caden Kroll, really good shooter, lefty. He's just kind of awkward, but does a really good job of dishing it out, and he can score around the hoop. But then they got Plata Potus around the rim, 8.5 a game, and just really likes to pick it up and finish it up around the rim.
You mentioned Jack Smiley. He's scoring 28, almost 29 a game. What does Portage have to do defensively to at least slow him down?
Usually if he gets the ball, maybe run two at him, make somebody else help him out, make somebody else beat you. You can't let him and somebody else attack you, and it's going to be a long night for the Indians then.
For Portage, let's take a look at them.
We have Michael Wellman leads them with 17 points a game. His brother, Sam Wellman, got a little injury at the Fishers tournament. He is playing tonight, which will be a big help for them. Garrett Clark is at 10 points a game. Big man Jalen Johnson's at 11. Kind of the weird thing about them is they got 5, 6, 7 dudes that can go off for 15-plus a night. So there's really not one person you have to hone down on. You got to be ready. You got to close out on everybody. There's 3, 4 shooters on the team. If Valpo wants to compete here, you got to know where all the shooters are at all times, and it's going to be a fun one here at the Portage Gym.
What type of defense are we going to see from Valpo with those 4 shooters that they can throw out there? You've got to get them all, because if one falls down, they got the next guy right there.
They play man, but you really got to be good help side and really know your scouting report. Know if some of the guys are shot fake and drive guys, some are one dribble pull up. You just really got to know your scouting report, know your personnel, and who's going to do what.
All right, so Valpo, we said 9-3 on the year, 6-3 are the Portage Indians. We get set here for the Valpo Vikings and Indians coming up. I think we're going to have the national anthem here pretty soon, as both teams go to their benches.
What a good crowd here, Mike.
Yeah, I think you even mentioned the only game going on in the DAC.
Because I think I saw Maryville around here.
Sure.
Chesterton's in the crowd. It's always fun to see other schools out and scouting a little bit and just watching good basketball.
Yeah, you take a look at some of these guys' schedule. They got those teams, coming up down the road. Maryville and Chesterton at the end of the season in the middle of February for Valpo. And then for Portage, they got Maryville on the 19th. They get Chesterton in February. So, I mean, definitely these teams are going to improve, you would hope, for both of them over the season when they meet up with these teams. So, yeah, you're going to see something now while you're watching the game, but you're also going to see something a little bit different when you see them.
There's sometimes you could see a team twice a year. If Portage would have won their game and Chesterton would have won their game, they would have faced each other at the Fishers tournament.
Okay.
And it was kind of, I think it's good that that didn't happen. You don't got to see them twice and show them something. But Portage has a big one tomorrow with East Chicago back here. That's another with Mr. Murphy, another Division I athlete. They're going to have their hands full, and we'll see what happens.
We saw Murphy. Doug Nelson and I did a game last week, 2 weeks ago at Chesterton. He really took off in that second half, and Chesterton had, I think, about a 10, 12-point lead going into the second half, and Murphy just took over. He's an athlete.
There's a reason why he's a Division I kid. He's long, he's lanky, and he can shoot from the outside. He's a mismatch for the defense, and when you got quick, athletic guards with you, they're a tough team. They're going to be a tough out in Sectional 1.
So we got the fight song going on here at Portage as we're awaiting the national anthem. Let's go through the starting lineup since we got them here. And we'll start with the Valpo Vikings. We mentioned Jack Smiley. He'll wear number 0 tonight. He's just a junior. Point guard at 6'2". KJ Avery, number 2. He's a sophomore out there, a 6'2 guard. Phil Amons, number 3. He's a senior, 6'2 wing. Caden Kroll, number 13 tonight. He's a junior, a 6'3 wing. And the big man down low, 6'8 senior Alec Platypodis, wearing number 35 tonight, as we will stand for the national anthem. Nicely done by the Portage Indian Band.
One of the best bands in Northwest Indiana.
Oh, is that right?
There's a few other ones that are up there, but not many better bands.
You're putting them up at the top?
I would say they're pretty good. You got Maryville's drum line's really good.
Yeah.
They're pretty fun.
They are. They're top notch. Well, we mentioned the starting lineup for the Valpo Vikings. Let's go with the Portage Indians. Number 3, Omari Evans. He's a shooting guard, junior at 6 feet tall. Sam Wellman, number 14. He's a junior guard at 6'1". Michael Wellman, number 15 tonight. He's a small forward junior in there at 6'5". Garrett Clark, number 20, is another guard, junior at 6'3". Big man down low, 6'7". Center senior is Jalen Johnson, number 24. As they are just now announcing the Indians as the lights turn off here at Portage High School. Not too many schools do that. It's pretty cool.
No, it's really cool.
Really pump up the crowd, pump up the kids.
I think it's really cool that the coaches, Coach Klaus's, they interact with his son Drew, and he does all of the handshakes with the kids as well.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
As they announce the Indians. All right, Nate, I want to get your keys to victory and keys to the game for the Valpo Vikings.
The Valpo Vikings got to get out and run. Jack Smiley's got to have his night. He's got to make his shots, and when he's making, it's going to help other people get open as well, because they're going to really get 2 on him at the time. If he kicks out, Caden Kroll's going to have a good night shooting his ball.
Is that more of like a you can drive through the lane, kick it out type of?
Yeah.
How about for the Portage Indians?
Portage Indians have to, again, stop Caden Kroll and stop Jack Smiley.
Yeah.
But they got to make shots.
Easier said than done.
I think they have the advantage on the inside with Jalen Johnson, so they got to take advantage of that. They do have the size advantage overall, but we won't know until this ball gets tipped right now.
Platypodis for the Vikings and Johnson for the Indians.
Do have a good reffing crew tonight. Raleigh Thill, Jeff Rohde, and Mr. Nix over there on the other side.
Looks like a veteran crew.
This is one of the best around.
This is Smiley with it for the Vikings. Early on. Got a man-to-man for the Indians. Smiley getting that double team. There it is. In trouble, gets it out to Avery. Avery driving through the lane, right hand, no good, tipped around, loose ball on the ground, diving on the floor, and the Indians come away with it. Garrett Clark with a nice play. Up ahead, Wellman, no. That was Michael Wellman going up and over the board. It goes back to Valpo.
Quick start, juices are flowing. Maybe not the best shot in that situation, but let it fly right now.
Something you got to pump up the crowd with early on.
Yes.
Smiley, again, the double team.
See, every time he touches it, they're sending two.
Yep, and then it leaves Amons open. He faked the three, but he pulls back out. This is Crowell driving the lane, lays it up and good for two.
Just a wide open layup. Portage didn't send someone over to help, and it's a good job.
Early 2-0 lead for the Vikings. Sam Wellman gives it to Garrett Clark. Valpo in a man-to-man as well.
It's a little confusion of what play they're in, but once they settle down a little bit, they'll be all right.
They go down. Wellman, no, off the backboard, no good. Out of bounds, goes back to the Vikings. So Michael Wellman, early on, 0 for 2.
He's the guy you want to have the ball. He's your shot. He made a half-court shot at the Fisher tournament to win the ball game. It's pretty cool.
Wellman averaging 15 a game. He's their top scorer for the Indians. Crowell gives it off to Smiley. Clark playing defense on him. In the corner, step back, looking. Crowell, this is Amons, no good. And a rebound goes to Michael Wellman.
If you look at the way they defended Amons, he's not that good of a three-point shooter, so they stayed off him a little bit, and they kind of begged him to shoot it.
This one's tipped, and another turnover. Smiley up ahead, the floater too strong. Loose ball, Smiley runs it down. Bodies on the floor. Cross court, this is Avery in the corner. Platypodis down low. Johnson working on him, and a travel.
I think that was good defense down low. Both teams are really valuing the basketball down here. First team to get some shots in will get that advantage.
Still just a 2-0 game. Valpo on top with 5 minutes to play in the first. This is Clark going around, throws one up, no good. Tipped, and the rebound to the Vikings. Smiley pushing it up ahead. Amons gives it up to Avery, and Avery connects on the long three. 5-0 Valpo lead.
And Avery just matched his season high.
Long three, and he answers, does Sam Wellman, to put Portage on the board, 5-3 Valpo. There's that double team on Smiley. They get through it, and that's what happens. You leave a man down low, and a miss there by Amons. He had an easy lay-in, couldn't connect.
You'll be looking back later in the game, down 2, down 4.
Yep.
I need that one. You'll need that one back.
Evans going up, but denied. Platypodis with the block. He's got it down low. This is Crowell. Fade away, in and out.
It's a tough shot.
Almost went in for Crowell, and Garrett Clark with the rebound for the Indians. Low scoring game here early on, under 3.5 to play. Vikings up 2. Try going down low. This is Michael Wellman. Cross court to Clark. in the corner, 3, too strong, and another one go over the back for the Indians.
They got a good look in the corner. The shots just aren't falling. Valpo's the first one to sub out here.
Well, 3 guys coming in. Julian Stokes, Michael Ridley, and Trent Kimes in for Valpo, and Platypodis and Smiley staying on the court for the Vikings. Go inside. Platypodis puts one up. It's short, and the rebound goes to Evans. Evans driving, dishes it out, and we got a foul. Foul's going to be on, it looks like Smiley. That's his first.
Just being aggressive. I mean, not doing anything wrong there, just playing good defense, and it happens.
They get him for a hold or a reach?
Hold.
That's the first foul of the game we've seen. Get it down low. Johnson working on the smaller man. And 3 seconds in the lane is called. They going to get Johnson, or was that Wellman in the lane?
Could have gave it to either one, but that's what happens when your offense is kind of stagnant. Nothing's really going on. Takes a little bit to get into your flow, and you're just standing around.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot for Portage so far in this first quarter. A lot of miscommunications, confusion. There's a miss, and out of bounds. It'll stay here. Johnson could not grab it. Dalen Powell's going to come in for Johnson.
That's those 50-50 balls. You got to win that advantage.
Powell comes in, so a little bit of a smaller lineup for the Indians as Johnson comes out. Here's a 3 from Smiley, no good. And a foul is called. We're going the other way.
It's a good box out and just reach over the top, a little push in the back. See if Valpo can keep doing a great job with his defense and shutting down the Indians.
Isaiah Keene was called for the foul. Still a 5-3 game. We're under 2 minutes to play in the first. Top of the key. This is Powell. Gets it down low. Wellman goes off glass and good for 2. Michael Wellman, his first 2 points of the game. We're tied at 5.
He does have that height advantage and strength advantage. See if they can take advantage of that mismatch.
Trent Kimes gives it up. Stokes to Smiley. Smiley weaving through defenders, but he's going to get called for a foul. Does Garrett Clark in on the reach, and I thought he got all ball there.
It's one of those, he's right there in front of him. We're up top here. Could have went either way.
It's one of those you're looking up for the replay, but unfortunately in high school basketball we don't have that. Ridley in the corner. This is Keene, and Keene traveled. He'll turn it over.
Good Portage had good help side there to make him use the baseline, and he just kind of drug his foot a little bit.
Evans brings it up for the Indians. Clark spinning through, turnaround jumper, no good. Powell with the rebound. Powell with 2 guys on, loses it, and Vikings come away with it. Smiley the other way, lays it in, but can't connect. Little too strong. Here's Evans, fakes the 3. 45 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Just a 5-5 game. They can try to go down, and Michael Wellman adds for 2 more. A nice pass there and look from Powell.
They have that really good high-low look. As long as they have that good entry pass, they could have a good night down there.
2-point lead for the Indians, as the Vikings will hold for the last shot. The final 12 seconds of the first. Here comes the double team. Wellman Cross court. Kimes for three, in and out. Powell with the rebound, and that'll do it after one. Portage Indians leading 7-5. We'll take a break here watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Can't wait for summer, but dreading the heat because your old AC let you down? Don't sweat it out this summer. Call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. The professionals there can fix you up. Install a central air unit that'll last for years. Your family deserves to stay comfortable. And with a 24/7 emergency service, comfort is just a phone call away. Give them a call at 219-923-4441 or check them out on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com.
Welcome back to Game Night on the Region Sports Network from Portage High School. Nate Ramey and Mike Zajac. The Indians leading the Vikings 7-5 after one. Would you call this an offensive struggle or a defensive showdown?
I'd say a little bit of both. I mean, Valpo missed a couple layups. Portage missed a couple layups. This is the juices are flowing kind of game. Once it get relax a little bit. Get to the second and third. Everybody will relax. Let's play some good basketball.
A big crowd tonight. Got some. You're the only game in the DAC, like we mentioned. There's other players here that you used to play with growing up. Clark with another miss from three. Platypodis with the rebound. So, nerves could be, all around in that first quarter. It's a short two and no good for Avery. And another miss for the Vikings. There's Clark. Clark going to drive the lane, lays it up too strong, but he's fouled. He'll shoot two.
That's just going downhill to the rim. They didn't help. They helped him, He couldn't kick it out, so he just drew the foul. Head to the line, shoot two shots.
They got the foul on, I believe, Colin Khalith. As Powell comes out, Khalith comes out. First one good for Clark. Second one good again. 2 points for Clark. It's a 4-point lead for the Indians. And I noticed on the Indians' last possession, ball's moving a little bit better. And also the players are moving around because they're very stagnant in that first quarter.
Yeah, again, they're relaxing a little bit. They're going to be okay. Both teams are starting to wake up a little bit.
Another miss for the Vikings. Down low, two players going after the balls. Coach Klaus slams his hand on the press area over there.
You just had two. You had two Portage guys run into each other, or it would have been a layup. I'm not sure what the call was.
I don't know if he called 3 seconds again.
I've seen that more today.
I would say, yeah.
All season.
So it goes back to the Indians. 4-point lead. Clark. Smiley on him. Nice move. But this one's tipped as he went up for it. Smiley the other way. Going baseline is Crowell up the Platypodis. Can't connect. And the rebound to Johnson.
They're doing a really good job on Smiley so far. Now he can't get comfortable. He's making a lot of difficult passes, a lot of difficult stuff. And Coach Clark's on him right now, and it's frustrating.
Now, we haven't seen them take many shots either. They're trying to get some other guys who are open. Here's a three, doesn't go. Michael Wellman with the rebound, puts it up, bounces around, and it goes in. He's got 6.
Great things happen when you get an offensive rebound.
Smiley gets a screen. Kick out after the double team. No good from Avery. So the struggle on offense continues for Valpo. They bring in the double team after the screen there on Smiley, and he gives it up, and the other guys aren't connecting.
Yeah, they're getting open looks. They're just not falling.
Down low to Clark. Nice pass to Johnson. Puts it in for 2 more, and the Indians up 13-5, and Valpo needs a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take one, too. 13-5, Portage on top. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Welcome back to Game Night on the Region Sports Network. Nate Ramey and Mike Zajac from Portage High School. The Indians on top of the Vikings 13-5 after this timeout taken by Valpo. The scoring struggles continue for the Vikings as they are trying to find something from anyone. Smiley through the lane, tosses it up for his first 2 points of the game.
What a tough bucket for him. He's really working hard and trying to get his tonight.
Clark for 3, no good. Smiley going up high for the rebound. Pushing it up ahead, through the lane. Offensive fouls, he knocks over Johnson. And that's 2 now on Smiley. Decision time. Let's see if they'll keep Smiley in with 2 fouls. Just over 4 minutes to play in the second.
I think at this point right now, he's got to play with 2.
Yeah.
If he gets his 3rd, then yes, he will come out. But
as the offense got to go somewhere as they go up top to Wellman. He can't connect. I don't think the timing was a little bit off. There goes the double on Smiley, and he throws it away. Said it was tipped, but referee says no. Back to the Indians.
Every basketball player wants a tip when they throw it out of bounds.
I think Avery came out. Not sure. I believe it was Kimes coming in.
Yeah, Trent Kimes came back into the game.
Wellman, foul line, corner, Clark. He traveled. Took a step before he put the ball down. And another turnover in this game is
Dylan Powell enters the ball game.
Yeah. Yeah, another player from Vikings coming in too. Coleth coming in for the Vikings, number 5. He's on the floor. There's Smiley. Kimes fake. You wanted him to take that? Crowell driving baseline. Can't connect, and Wellman the rebound. Clark through the lane. Floater no good. And Coleth with the rebound. Back to the Vikings. Here's Kimes. Corner 3. Doesn't go for Crowell. And a foul called on the Indians. They're going to get Michael Wellman on that one.
Looked like he pushed him in the back a little bit. Again, one of those bang, bang, could have went either way kind of calls.
Smiley looking, finally gets it in. Over to Kroll. Just getting close to that 5-second mark. Here's Kimes driving through the lane. A nice pass, but denied. Getting the ball back and putting it up is Julian Stokes for 2.
He blocked it right back to his hands. Just went back up, got a good bucket.
Stokes just staying with it. 13-9 game. The Indians on top of the 9-3 Vikings. Wellman. Man, they had Sam Wellman open, but Evans didn't give it up.
Again, we're a little stagnant right now.
Klaus going to bring in another player. He was almost to that volleyball white line over there. Angry with something. Here's a 3 tipped from Evans from Stokes. Johnson gets the rebound, and he adds 2 more. He's got 4. Here's a long 2 from Smiley. He's got 4 on the game, 15-11. This one's tipped. Smiley the other way. Now he's taken over. He's got 2 more. He's got 6. Timeout taken by Portage.
Portage getting a little lazy with the basketball right now. They're not stepping to the passes, not making good, solid passes, and not coming to the ball. Valpo right now just wants it more.
Yeah, it was what we saw in that first quarter toward the beginning of the game is Portage was not moving around. And then they started, guys are cutting after the, drive and kicking. That last possession went back to that stagnant offense.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Klaus halfway out there to the court. He was just not happy with Evans. And I don't know if the play, he's talking with Evans right now with the corner play for 3 for Sam Wellman. Well, he was open, but he didn't get him the ball.
And that's kind of been their little struggles.
Valpo playing tighter defense.
They're in like an extended 2-3 here.
Yeah.
It's someone in the middle in the corner. And
down low, Johnson. He is fouled. He'll shoot 2, and that's what happens when you get a little extended. You leave that baseline's open. So Johnson's going to shoot 2. Kelleth picks up his second. Jalen Johnson to the line. And this is the first. Johnson, a 77% free throw shooter. Team overall shooting it at 70%.
Jack Smiley enters back the game.
Second one goes for Johnson. They got a man wide open on the other side. Tipped, still loose, and Wellman, Sam, comes away with it. Here's a 3 from Jayshawn King. And Jalen Johnson with the putback.
Rebounded that air ball and just went right back up.
Jalen Johnson with 7 points.
Valpo's content here for 1 shot.
18-13. Johnson leads all scores. Final 15 seconds of the first half in this low-scoring offensive struggle of a game.
They're going to run at him here.
Here comes a double team on Smiley. Kimes loses it. Up ahead, King launches one, too strong. And that'll do it after 2. Portage 18, Valpo 13. We'll talk about it when we come back. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, Stu, hi Stu, has carefully hidden a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Hi, this is Tim down at Tire Pros and Auto Superstore, 5200 Cleveland in Maryville. 219-887-3333 is our phone number. We've been serving the region and building relationships with our valued customers for the past 23 years. We have a wide variety of services, quality tires with the best warranty in the nation, and some of the most skilled mechanics I've ever worked with. Let us exceed your expectations. We're setting a new standard. Come on down, ask for Mike or Tim. We'll take excellent care of you. Thank you.
Welcome back to Game Night on the Region Sports Network, along with Nate Ramey and Mike Zajac from Portage High School, as the Indians leading the Valpo Vikings 18-13 at half. And Nate, I don't think we expected this type of matchup.
I did not expect this football kind of score.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is a football.
But when both teams get what they want, they get good stuff. Like Smiley attacks and kick out. Valpo's getting great looks.
Yeah.
It's just not going down.
Yeah, and on the flip side for Portage, mentioned it before we went off the air, stagnant offense in the first. Take a little break, figure things out. They start moving the ball. They get some shots. And Jalen Johnson doing a nice job down low. He's leading the way with 7.
Yeah, again, he is that difference maker down there. Valpo doesn't have that big man with the strength that Johnson has, and he gets those garbage points sometimes when they get those Clark and the Wellmans are shooting shots and it's not going down. You got Jalen Johnson down there to clean up the mess.
Let's go through the scoring for the Portage Indians. 3 points for Sam Wellman. Michael Wellman, he's got 6. 2 for Garrett Clark, and then we mentioned 7 for Johnson. That's all the scoring for Portage. Flip side for Valpo, Jack Smiley leading the way with 6. Avery with 3. 2 for Kroll, and 2 for Julian Stokes off the bench. And that is it for Valpo's 13 points. Almost half of them coming from Jack Smiley. But we mentioned the last 4, all 6 of them came in that second quarter. But a guy who averages almost 29 a game, he's having a rough time because the rest of his team is having a rough time.
Yeah, again, you got to credit right now the Portage defense for the most part. Anytime he touches it, they're running 2 at him, and they're making another Valpo Viking player beat them. And right now, no other player is stepping up to make that shot, to be like that guy that's, you know what, I'm going to help our team out tonight. Our leader right now is getting stopped. We got to figure this out.
And nobody is stepping up.
No one is stepping up.
They're getting open looks. They're not connecting. It'd be interesting to see what the field goal percentage is for Valpo. I assume it'd be very low because they're missing layups. You had to, I don't know if it was a Crowell who missed that wide open layup.
Yep.
Underneath.
Platypodus missed a couple.
Yeah.
But again, the looks are there. They just weren't dropping. This could easily be it's weird, a 10-point lead for Portage or close to a 5 to 7 point lead for Valpo.
Yeah. Yeah, on the flip side for Portage, we mentioned about their offense. Coach Klaus had a game plan. And so far it's working in that first half.
Yeah, again, they have the height advantage down low. So if they get Michael Wellman or Jalen Johnson, they run a little high-low action. If that's not there, they can kick it out and they can shoot it. But when you have that advantage down low, you got to go with it. And their big men are pretty strong, and they do a good job of pump faking and going up and into the defender. And when that's working for them, their offense was clicking. When they get stagnant and don't move it around, it shows.
And on the flip side, defensively, they had a game plan for Smiley, holding them to 6 points in that first half. So it's working on the defensive side, which I think is better for them than being on the offensive side.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Smiley's been held to 6 points and a half, maybe in his career.
Yeah.
He's just one of those guys that always is, you're going to know he's going to get his every night.
But you got to think he's been double teamed.
Yeah.
He's, but Valpo's not even trying to get him open, even without the ball. Where's the screens that are set to get him open for a three? Coming around the screen, driving through the lane.
Yeah.
We're not seeing it.
Yeah. Again, I don't know. First, for these guys, some of those guys, it's their first DAC game, maybe ever, in a varsity basketball atmosphere. This is a big crowd, probably the biggest crowd they played in front of maybe in their career. So, first half over. Let's see how they adjust to the second. And we got 2 minutes here, 2:40 till we get back to action, and we'll see how this goes.
It's kind of funny. You look at their schedule. I know it's early on in the season, but December 1st, EC Central. We talked about them in the pregame with Murphy. They won it 71-65.
Yeah, but again, some teams play better defense than others.
Yeah.
Some people aren't going to play this hard of defense on Jack Smiley or don't know what to do as much. But right now the game plan is working for the Portage Indians, and they got to stay on it with their defensive game plan. But again, like you said, they average 62 points a game.
And you're at 13 at half.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
And you're only down 5.
Yeah.
If I'm Valpo, I'm not.
You're not
crazy
panicked.
disappointed.
You're not panicking. No.
A couple shots, we're in this ball game.
Because you look at the flip side, you're giving up 56.8, and you've only given up 18.
You can say the same thing about the Portage. They score 64 points a game.
Yep.
But they give up 47.
So both these teams offensively in a struggle. We'll have to pick things up. Interesting to see what both coaching staffs come up with for the offensive side of the ball. I want to get I don't think we'll take a break. I think we'll keep it here until got about a minute or so left. So, Nate, I'll get your keys to the second half for both of these teams, offense and defensively.
For Valpo, it sounds silly, but for the most part, do what you're doing offensively. You're getting good looks. You're getting good guys. Maybe switch Avery and Kroll. Kroll's a better three-point shooter where he's on the side. Yes, he's a lefty. You want him on the left side. He's better on that side. But maybe move your offense to that side of the floor to give your better shooter more opportunities. On the Portage side, sometimes they rush their possessions. Couple dribbles, quick. They get a shot within 5-10 seconds. Or they're going to hold it for a minute and a half. There's just no consistency right there.
Yeah.
We got to just get into a flow, get into a good continuity offense, and just play basketball. Sometimes they kind of freak out a little bit.
You mentioned the left-handed shooters for Valpo. You got 3 of them out there. I think is that Portage's defense doing, knowing that, hey, we like to shoot from the left side. We're going to stop that.
Yeah, they're going to make them do their weakness. They're not going to let you be open and shoot what you like to do. And, again, both teams are doing a good job in that and following the scouting report, knowing who their shooters are and not closing out, and we'll see what happens here in the second half.
As we get ready for the second half, Smiley coming out with it. Valpo taking possession. Early on, they trail by 5. Down low. Double teamed was Platypodis. Dish it out. Tight defense from Wellman. And they'll get a foul called on Wellman.
Again, Valpo came out a little stagnant there again. Clark is chasing Smiley around. So that means you got to go set a screen to get him open, set a back screen, do something. So now we'll see. He's got the ball. Will somebody else run at him?
And Sam Wellman picks up his first foul of the game. Avery, corner 3, and it's good. Does the offense come from Avery? That's his second 3 of the game. He's got 6. It's a 2-point game.
Just like the first quarter started, he started off with the big 3. Let's see if he can catch fire a little bit and spark the Vikings.
Clark down low, Michael Wellman. Cross court over his brother Sam for 3. Can't connect, and Smiley with the boards. Pushing it ahead quickly, knocking the defender over, and offensive foul's called. His second of the game, knocks down Wellman. That's 3 fouls now on Jack Smiley. He's got to be very careful now.
At that point, it seems like he's trying to be that leader, trying to do too much a little bit. If you don't have that, do a jump stop, kick out, or pull it out.
A great job there by Sam Wellman to set his feet away from the basket, drawing the foul. Here comes Sam Wellman. And down the lane, and connecting is Evans for 2. He'll try that for a 3-point play.
Mari Evans showed some really good patience there, good body control, drawing the foul, drawing the contact, and really doing a good job of concentrating and finishing that and 1 play.
Platypodis picked up the foul. Evans connects for the 3-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. Here comes a double team on Smiley again. You got the big man Platypodis out there. I'm sure that's where they want him. Down low, they find a man, and going in for 2 is Kroll. He's got 4. (21-18). 6 minutes to play in the third. Go Wellman over to Clark, top of the key. Looking inside, they can't get it to him. Good defense here from Valpo on the zone.
And 2-3 as well.
Like a 2-3 matchup type of.
They're helping really down low, making you kick it out if you have to. We'll see what Portage's going to run a set here.
Yeah, that's where Portage's been really killing. Valpo is in the post. And on the line, it's a turnover. Evans turns it over. Coach Klaus doesn't like the call. Referee walks away, and Valpo takes over.
Kind of stagnant again. The word of the night. There's
a man wide open in the corner.
I think
it was Amons.
That just goes back to scouting report. You're going to set screens for your shooters to get open. They're trying to set a screen for Kroll to get open there.
Smiley double teamed again. Avery, he's got to be the man to step up if they can't get Smiley. 3, got it! Jack Smiley for 9. It's tied up 21-21. Wellman through the lane, back out to Clark. 2-3 defense. So far working for the Vikings here in the third.
You got to look to.
Wellman got a cross-court pass to Evans. And he had Michael.
They missed that one.
Definitely missed it. Clark's going to drive through the lane, dishes it out. Sam Wellman back to Clark. I think Clark did a great job. That's how you break it. Evans 3, no good. Tipped, ran down by Clark.
I don't know if Coach Klaus will be happy about that shot. Kind of one of those. You can get that shot at any time. Let's see if they run another set here.
Ball's got to get in the middle to break.
Let's get a high post touch here.
Yeah.
High post, give me a dump down. Let Jalen Johnson work. But Portage doing a great job on him.
Yeah, Portage trying to do like a little bit of a weave. Trying to get Wellman in the middle. Can't get it to him. Of course, he's not even asking for it.
No.
Great defense here from Valpo. You hear their fans. Yeah, the ball clearly, it's been about a minute on this side of the court.
This is when that old shot clock.
I've had this conversation, I think it with Doug Nelson, Jay Simmons as well. Here's Michael Nelman down low, puts it up too strong. Johnson with the putback. He's got 9, a great possession. This one's knocked out, it'll stay here. Hey, it took a while, but you ended up with what you wanted. You got 2 points out of it.
Hey, if they get one shot out of this quarter, that's it. We'll take it. They will take it.
Yeah, conversation about the shot clock there. You've got I don't know. It comes to a point where it spreads the game on too long as there's Platypodis. That's just his first 2 points of the game.
He got good position on him. And let's see if they can set
him up. Man down. Corner, Evans. Got to be careful in that corner. He pulls it out. 23-23. 2:40 to play here in the third. Tipped.
Can't get lazy with your passes.
Michael Wellman, corner 3. It's short. Smiley with the rebound. Up ahead. He's got a man open. Laying it in for 2 more is Kimes. And Valpo takes the lead 25-23.
I think this pace plays in the factor of Valpo here.
3, good! Connecting is Evans. Indians right back on top by 1.
Evans with 6 points this quarter.
And came up empty in the first half, and oh my goodness, Jack Smiley from way downtown. 28-26 Vikings.
Here comes Smiley. This is his time.
It's time to shine. They're back to the 2-3 defense for Portage. And a nice shot there from Evans on the last one. They got Wellman open for a 3, but he couldn't connect on the previous possession.
Again, they're not forcing anything. They're not.
Coach Klaus calling out a play. They got the screen. Evans has time for a 3. No good. Foul is called.
Be a Portage ball out of bounds. Valpo foul.
The foul was away from the basket on Phil Amons. He's going to come out along with Crowell. They bring back Stokes.
Carter Kobe checks in the game for Portage, a freshman. First time you see him today.
And that's him drawing the foul from Jaden Adams, who just came into the game. Team 4th foul. Now, you get the 5 fouls per quarter, then you go to the line. Your thoughts on that?
I think it should be 1 and 1. I'm not a fan of the 2.
You get the 2.
You got to earn it. Like, give me the 1 and 1.
New rule that coming into play. I don't know if they're trying to extend the game a little bit more, give guys advantage, but if you're a team who shoots 90% from the foul line, you're loving that. Oh, nice cut and pass to Kobe.
They say a lot, the free throw, that box out time, there's a lot of injuries with the elbows and stuff. Yeah. It cuts down on that. That's their logic.
Smiley got a screen. 3, got it again. 15 for Smiley, 31-28. Vikings on top of Portage. It's good to see the offense starting to push up as Clark getting by everybody. Puts it in for 2.
See what happens.
He's got
here.
4.
High ball screen. Good split. Kick out.
Wing 3. Got it. Trent Kimes, the offense picks up for Valpo. They've got a 34-30 lead as we head into the fourth quarter. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Transaudio mobile music helps you celebrate. Our pro DJs play an entertaining mix of music for wedding receptions, wedding ceremonies, anniversary, birthdays, and corporate parties. We use pro gear like Bose, Chauvet lights and atmospherics, and Shure microphones. We introduced the Giphy Busy Booth, the most fun and brandable photo booth in the region. Book us at trans-audio.com. Trans-audio.com. Highly rated at Wedding Pro and by thousands of customers. Now celebrating 40 years.
Welcome back to Game Night on the Region Sports Network. Nate Ramey and Mike Zajac from Portage High School. Valpo's offense has come alive. They scored 21 in that third quarter. They now lead it 34-30. And it was an offensive explosion from Jack Smiley with a few threes there.
When you make 5 threes in a quarter, it's going to help out anything. I don't care. It's just what it is.
Smiley with 3. Avery had a 3 along with Trent Kimes. 21 points.
We will see if Portage makes an adjustment on the way they're guarding Smiley, or do they just stay with it and say he might miss soon, or what do we do?
Coach Klaus screaming at his team.
He was not real happy at that quarter, after that quarter.
Yeah. Now you can hear it all the way up here. We're not that far, but I think the entire arena, auditorium, whatever you want to call this, heard him. Down low, Powell can't connect. It's knocked away from Platypodis. Up ahead and laying it in for 2 is Krull. And already a timeout taken by Klaus.
That's what happens when Valpo gets a layup, gets a rebound, and they sprint down the floor. Portage was kind of jogging there. They sprint back, got a layup.
6-point lead for the Indians. Hey, don't forget it, the
Vikings.
The Vikings. Indians. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game. The Crowell Companies have offices open 9 to 7, Monday through Friday and Saturdays until 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. We'll also have the Blue Collar Player of the Game along with the play of the game. And Nate is already trying to think of something and someone to put into those categories.
We're trying to figure those out right now. I don't know. It's been, maybe this fourth quarter, there'll be a separation. We'll have someone step up and make a couple buckets and get some stops.
I think there's a guy on the Vikings that we can put in the running for the Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game.
You could maybe put that young man on all 3 categories as well if you wanted to.
You probably could. Vikings lead by 6. Klaus had to call a timeout for the Indians just 22 seconds into the fourth quarter. Clark double team. Evans 3. Yes, sir! Omari Evans. He's got 9 all in the second half. And a tough shot the other way from Avery. Fading out of bounds. He gets it to go for 2 more. It's a 5-point Viking lead.
There's going to be a time here when Portage can't trade buckets. You got to get stops.
You got to get that defense back to what it was in that first half. That gave up 13 points. Not the one that gave up 21 in the third. Another 3, Evans.
Well, but right now, for Valpo, they're getting transition points. Everything's go, 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 go. One pass.
Yeah, now Portage quickly the other way, so that was talked about. Almost a travel. almost thrown away there by Amons. Crowell had it knocked away. Loose ball, picked up Evans, and he's going to take it for 2 more. 38-35, 6:20 to play. Smiley trailed by 2 defenders. This is Avery baseline, and a foul is going to be called on Michael Wellman. That's just his second of the game. Got him for a block.
Timeout, Valpo.
And Valpo has taken a full timeout as well. We'll take a short break as well. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Yeah.
Centrally located in downtown Indianapolis, the Hampton Inn is just steps away from Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Situated at 105 South Meridian Street, shopping, restaurants, entertainment, and many Indianapolis attractions are in near proximity. Hampton Inn has much to offer, including a hot breakfast, high-speed internet access in every room, as well as a gym fitness center. For reservations, the number is 317-261-1200. The website is hamptonin3.hilton.com. Hampton Inn, Indianapolis, downtown.
Welcome back to Game Night on the Region Sports Network. Nate Ramey and Mike Zajac from Portage High School. The Vikings on top 38-35 over the Portage Indians. Jack Smiley has come alive here in the second half. He's trying to add more. And he gets a screen, off the screen, 3, buries it again.
When he gets going, it's tough to stop.
He's got 18. 12 of them on threes in the second half. Clark, baseline, got his man to jump. He's fouled. He'll shoot 2. I'll get Platypodis for a foul. That's his second. Both teams with 1 foul in the fourth quarter. Clark makes the first. Clark an 89% free throw shooter. Second for Clark goes. He's got 6 on the game, 2 of 2 at the line. So where's the scoring going to come from on Portage? You got Johnson, who had 7 in the first half, hasn't scored, only 2 in the second half.
Well, if you notice, they quit going inside.
Yeah, well, they're having just, I think they're just having trouble. I think they could, but they're not finding a way to get the ball there. I think they have this, when they were doing the 2-3 on the other side, they had the size advantage. Because I don't think Platypodis was out there when that was going on. So it's almost like Wellman and Johnson weren't asking for the ball. Here's a floater. No good. Johnson coming away. No foul called. Evans the other way. Lays it up and good. That's been the kid so far for Portage in the second half.
Amari Evans just said, Portage, get on my back right now. I'm going to be our leader tonight.
Evans averaging 9 points a game.
Kind of like what his uncle did back in the day, Albert.
He's got 13 on the night. Here's a 3 and good from Trent Kimes. Second 3 of the game. He's got 8 on the night. 44-39, 5-point lead for Valpo. Back into that 2-3 zone. Again, can you get it down low to the big man? Jalen Johnson, there he is. He's fouled. I guess he said he wasn't shooting.
He got fouled on the floor before, on the back. He went to catch it, and that's when he got fouled.
Amon's on the foul. That's his second, team second here in the fourth. Just under 4 minutes to play. Wellman, Kimes on him. Tight defense. These are the brothers. Sam Clark driving baseline. Clark plays it up and good. Garrett Clark, he's got 8. It's a 3-point game. Can they play defense on the other end? Kimes left side now. No good. Tipped out of bounds. It'll go to Portage.
For Valpo, is that the shot you need right now?
He had a look. We'll give him that. But
I get it. But in the flow of the game right now, I think you can get that shot anytime you want to. Let's be patient. Let's get something good.
Now the patient offense of Portage. See what they try to do. Wellman goes to the corner. Back out Sam Wellman. Lob to Michael Wellman. Out of bounds. Oh, it's going to Valpo. Hold on. Both referees going to talk about this one. Referee under the basket says now it's going back to the Indians. I think that's the right call. I think it was tipped out by Valpo. I'm not sure exactly who, but
I think it was Jack Smiley. See if Portage goes back to that same out of bounds play that just worked.
So they go to Clark. This one's knocked out. Great defense there by Smiley. Stays here with 3:10 to play. 3-point game. Clark lobs it up and nobody's home. Sam Wellman tracks it down. I think he was going to Michael Wellman. There's a confusion out there. He's got Jalen Johnson down low. Big man had it knocked away and taken away by the Vikings.
Great defense there by the Vikings. You might not get steals, but you're getting tips.
Kimes had another look, but you said it. It's not the shot you want. Here's Smiley. Top of the key, a 3 short from Crowell. The rebound to Portage. 2:35 to play in the fourth. 3-point lead for the Vikings. And they tried to get it. They did a pretty good job getting it down low. And Johnson's got the size of it. Evans, long 3, tipped. And a foul's called on Portage. I don't think that's the shot you want from Evans.
No, again, but right now he's the only one that has that spark.
Yeah. He's had the hot hand here in the second half. Nobody else wants to shoot. That's what it seems like. Now a full court press there from the Portage Indians, and taking this is Kimes, but a great job by Clark to come back and knock this thing out. Trent Kimes got away from the defense there. But Clark hustling the other way, knocks it out, staying with the Vikings. Corner, Crowell, 3. Way off the mark. Hit the top of the backboard. Here comes Clark. Long 3, doesn't go again from Evans. He's starting to cool off. Not liking that one either?
I just rushed, I think. You can get a better one, work some offense a little bit and get a better shot.
Smiley.
They got to go. They got to come out.
Yep. 135. Here's Kimes. At what point do you start fouling? Klaus on a double. Amons dribbling through. Now they're saying yelling foul, and at 1:23, Michael Wellman commits the foul. I mean, you wasted 20 seconds.
Yeah. If you're going to do that, do it at 140.
You have to decide, you know what, if I'm going to do it on this possession, if they're going to continue to pass the ball around, dribble it around, now's the time to go. You've wasted 20 seconds off the clock for the Portage. And now the Vikings will take a 30-second timeout. 1:23 to play, 44-41, Vikings leading. So I think if you're Indians, you continue to foul and try to get the Vikings to the line. We'll look at some of their free throw shooters percentage-wise. Smiley's at 81. You don't want to foul him. 91% from Avery. I guess Kimes, who's out there, is at 58%. Crowell's at 63%. And then the worst on the team is Platypodis at 47.
You're shooting 72% for the season. But at this point,
nothing's guaranteed.
You can take these numbers and throw them away.
Sure.
You got a minute 20 left in a DAC basketball game.
Amons gets it in to Avery. Double teamed up. And a foul. Is that Wellman? If it is.
No.
Nope, they'll get Evans. That's just his first.
So one more will be shooting.
Yeah. Team sport, so yeah, one more. Vikings will go to the line. They get it to Smiley, not the guy you want to foul, but unfortunately, I think they're going to have to. Gives it up Avery. There's another one you don't want to foul. He's 10 of 11 on the season. There's your man.
Travel.
Oh, they got to travel. It'll go the other way.
I think he was trying, like he was going to get fouled, and he kind of just ran with it.
Crowell traveled, took a step before he gave it up. So now Portage will have the ball with a minute to play, takes the timeout. They trail by 3. It's a full timeout. We'll take one, too, real quickly. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
How far would you go to live another game night in the region? Well, lucky for you, you don't have to go far at all. At Region Sports Network, we have a collection of over thousands of games, ranging from last week to the 1960s. Now, you can relive the thrilling victories, heartbreaking defeats, and all the things that make Region Sports so great. Talk to us here at RSN and help us remember the region. Please visit Remember the Region with the link on the screen or through our link tree found on all of our social media platforms. Hashtag Remember the Region.
Welcome back to Game Night on the Region Sports Network. 59 seconds to play. 3-point lead for the Vikings. All right, Nate, what's the call here?
Coach Klaus has something in his bag that they haven't shown yet. You don't want to show it too early. We'll see what they have right here. They're going to come up. Probably a good look. Probably a flare screen for a 3. Right? It could be anybody. It could be Wellman. It could be Clark. Or do they go to the inside, go Jalen Johnson, try and get fouled? Who knows here, but I'm sure it's something they have not done yet today.
Well, if you go inside, you got to go quick.
Yeah, or look for Sam going across here.
You're going to have to foul on the other end. See if Vikings go back to that 2-3 that's been working here in the second half. There goes Sam to the corner. Can't get it to him, but Evans right there. Yep, Vikings staying with the 2-3. And now Johnson's coming out to the foul line. See if they give it to him. It's Clark. Now they're looking down low. But at what point do you say it's not there and you go with something else?
Yeah, they gotta go.
30 seconds.
Valpo's doing a great job right now.
They're playing tighter defense. They're going after the ball. Clark. Wellman got the 3. Open. Got it! Sam Wellman, just his 6th point of the game, ties it at 44. Smiley, oh, they got the timeout. Smiley wanted a foul called, but his coach called a timeout.
You waited that one more second. You're shooting 2 shots. I think Jalen kind of misunderstood what Coach Klaus was saying. It was Jack Smiley with the ball. You got to run at him. They've been doing it all game. He probably thought he meant foul him because he did foul him.
And referee's talking this thing over already far side of the court.
Yeah, right now they're probably talking, all right, if they get a foul, we're shooting 2. Know who the shooter is.
Yeah.
Know who got the foul. We'll see what happens here.
All right, now if you're Valpo, who's taking the shot? It's got to be Smiley.
His name is Jack Smiley.
Find a way to get him open off of a screen.
You know what, though?
It is.
You can't.
Avery's been hitting the ball
Don't lose
good.
Kroll. You can't lose.
Yep. Kimes has hit a couple threes. I mean, Kroll, Kimes, Avery, these guys have been shooting the ball well, too, in the second half. But I think the guy's got to be Smiley.
Yeah, so he's underneath right now. They're going to probably set a double screen.
Yep.
Watch the inbounder here. You cannot lose the inbounder.
The inbounder is Kroll. What do we got?
Technical foul.
Technical foul on who?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure who they called it on. Was it one of the Wellmans?
They just called a technical foul in this situation.
And it's going to be on Portage. Well, we got to get an explanation on this one. He's got to come over to talk to Klaus as he does right now. I think it's going on Michael Wellman. I don't know. Whistle in the pocket moment.
In this situation, in this 9 seconds left.
Smiley's first doesn't go. What a call there by that referee. Smiley, an 81% free throw shooter.
They get the ball back here too.
Second one good. Clutch. Ice in your veins type of moment. What a
timeout. Timeout, Portage. 30-second timeout, Portage.
Woo!
I need an explanation. I need an answer.
I was looking over that way at Wellman.
It's got to be something.
I don't know if that's something we can look back at in our replay, but I was looking over at Wellman and Smiley because they double teamed them. You mentioned Kroll being the inbounds guy.
Yeah.
You got to cover the inbound. Next thing I know, teed up. I'm like,
and the ref was on this side as well. He was on the bench side. So, let's be honest. I'm sure there's 2 kids right now battling.
Yeah.
Words are probably being said.
Yep.
At that point, it's got to be malicious.
Oh, man. You got to think Smiley didn't say anything either?
I'm saying, both sides, I'm sure, were talking, as I had to guess. But to make that call at that time.
Wow. I'll be talking about that one.
Yes. But again, it's not over yet.
It is. They get it in. Avery, he's fouled right away by Evans. So Avery will shoot. It is and being for Wellman, that's already 4 fouls on him with the technical. Second on Evans. Oh, man. 9 seconds to play. Still have, even if he makes his, and the next one.
So
it's a 3-point play.
Right here, am I Valpo?
No.
Do you foul? You got 3 fouls here.
Yeah.
Do you foul?
Why not?
Waste some time, but you got to watch. You can't foul them when they're shooting, right? They're gonna foul.
And you do play a full court press. Second one is good for Avery. Here's Clark. He is fouled by Avery.
But
Avery just
you got to watch then as well. Are they going for the ball? Is it intentional?
Yeah.
So they still got 2 fouls. Or one and then the shooting.
Just the third. That's only the first on Avery. Clark takes it out right in front of his bench. Sam Wellman through the lane. He's fouled. Okay, that's foul number 4. They'll get
one more. They send to the line. Or do you play this one out?
And you're shooting 2 at the line.
Correct.
It's an automatic 2. It's not a 1-and-1.
They're going to Portage going to call timeout right now. Full timeout.
Klaus calls a timeout to talk things over. Breathe. Just breathe. If you're a Portage fan. Or Valpo. Huge free throws down the stretch. You know, if Smiley makes 2 and Avery makes 2, they're up 4.
Sure.
And we're not having this discussion right now because...
So if I'm Portage here, do you look to go to Jalen Johnson down low with your bread and butter, what you had earlier in the game? You had that mismatch all night. Or do you look for one of the Wellmans or Clark to come off a screen, come off a drag screen for a shot?
See, for me, I'm going down low.
I think so, too.
Because you don't want to foul and have them shoot shots to tie the game. But if you foul and he makes it, now you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Because they're going to win a chance to take the lead. In 5 seconds, we'll see what Coach Klaus has up his sleeve.
Kind of what Coach Wellman was talking there. He's kind of talking up in the crowd. He didn't even get a warning. That went straight to a technical.
Yeah, that is odd. That...
Like, I'm not sure.
I don't know. That's one of those moments I think you just got to put the whistle in your pocket
or
go talk to the kids and say, hey, knock it off. All right,
screener.
There it is. Johnson, he's fouled.
Either way, it's 2 shots.
He's getting 2. And maybe that was the call for Valpo for them to foul. If they do go down low to Johnson, it is what just happened there, but it's 4 seconds to play. Shooting 2 is Johnson. Nah, can't connect.
So now do you miss this one?
77% free throw shooter.
You got to miss this one then.
I don't know if Portage, do they have a timeout to talk things over? I'm not sure.
You miss this one because there's not enough time.
Johnson, well, he made it. Now you got a foul. Right away. Foul Smiley. 1-point game. Johnson makes it 46-45. The foul is on Garrett Clark. That's just his second. And now Smiley will shoot 2. And if he were to make both of these, then it gets interesting in who takes that final shot for Portage.
And he missed it.
He misses. You know, it's almost like a ball don't lie type of scenario we got going on here, but
again here we go. Hit it. 2-point game.
One.
Portage had this happen at the Fisher's tournament last weekend. They hit this.
Long pass. Wellman.
Bryce Drew.
Evans.
He gets travel.
Oh, he's travel. Evans. Omari Evans. I don't even think he put the ball on the ground when he made that little juke move. The Portage Indians, and Michael Wellman talking with the ref over there. The Indians crowd and student section now.
Right in front of the Valpo.
Yeah, being told to back off. Yeah, they got to be careful not to give them a technical foul there. But just
here's the fun part about this game.
And they get it in. Crowd runs it out, and Valpo comes into Portage and survives. 47-45. They win it over the Indians. They improve to 10-3. The Indians dropping to 6-4. What a wild ending to this one, especially over the last few seconds of this game. We'll talk about this one for a long time, and we're going to talk about it when we come back. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to Game Night on the Region Sports Network. A wild ending to this one. The Vikings of Valparaiso victorious tonight over the Indians of Portage, 47-45. Nate Ramey and Mike Zajac. What a wild finish, Nate.
What else could you ask for, though? You know what I mean? I'd rather that than a 30-point blowout.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but again, at the end of the day, the stars showed. Jack Smiley came out second half, made some buckets, led his team to that victory.
Let's talk about what we just saw there in the final seconds. Technical foul called on Michael Wellman. Down low, they were double teaming Smiley in the post, waiting for him to get a screen. Unfortunately, we didn't see exactly what happened, but that was a quick trigger by the referee.
Again, in that moment, I'm sure there was words being said, but there was not an official warning, and it's got to be, I would say, malicious for it to go straight to a technical in that situation. If I don't know what was said, we don't know what was said,
yeah.
I'm sure after the game, I'll go talk to Coach Klaus or call one of the officials and say, what happened? But something was said. The official thought it was over the line. He called the technical right there.
And Smiley then made 1 of 2 at the line. Avery was fouled on the inbounds play after that. He made 1 of 2. And it was pretty much, that was the game right there. I mean, Johnson did get fouled down low. Missed on his shot. 1 of 2 at the line. Had a chance to tie the game. Back the other way. Portage was forced to foul there because of the missed free throw.
Sure.
Puts them back on the line, get a free throw, and that ended it right there. But wild ending to this one. Let's go through the scoring. Jack Smiley led all scorers. I got him down for 20. 6, 8, 9 for Avery. 8 for Kimes, 6 for Kroll, 2 for Stokes, 2 for Platypodis down low. For the Portage Indians, Kobe with 2, 13 for Evans, 6 for Sam Wellman. He had a big 3 there to tie it up, I think 44-44. 6 for Michael Wellman, 8 for Garrett Clark, and 10 for Jalen Johnson. And that the scoring for the Portage Indians.
Here's one thing we can hope, though.
Yeah.
How awesome would it be to these two then meet in the sectional?
Yep.
You know what I mean? That was an emotional game. These kids grew up together. These kids know each other. I'm sure there's interrupting Snapchats right now, back and forth with each other, talking stuff.
Yep.
It's 16, 17-year-old boys. It's going to happen. But we just hope these two will face off again because that was a great game.
Yeah, great game, and it's time now to name the Kroll Company's Lantern Man superhero of the game. The Kroll Company is proud to recognize the superheroes on the basketball court. Nate, who do we have for the Kroll Company's Lantern Man superhero of the game?
I think that cape is on the back of Jack Smiley today. When his team needed him the most, he came and was there. He hit 4 threes in the second half when he was held to only 6 points in the first half. When his team needed it the most, he was there, and he did a good job when he was getting double teamed at all times. He found open teammates, and he made some good decisions, and he made some poor decisions. But when it mattered the most, he was there when his team needed him for that superhero.
Time to name the blue-collar player of the game. Who we got?
I'm going to go with Michael Wellman for Portage. Again, he had that mismatch down low, and he was just down there battling all night. Some stuff didn't go his way all the time, but he was always right there in the right spot when his team needed him the most.
And the play of the game in this one.
Can we say that technical?
Oh, you could.
That's that.
I mean, that was
a momentum change.
Yeah.
That was a big momentum change.
I was thinking you were going to go with a Jack Smiley 3 from the wing, but yeah, which one? Yeah, but
either way,
you're right. I mean,
because let's just say that free throw, they got the ball back then. So it's kind of, it could have been a, if you want to get real, that could have been a 5-point play if they want to get real with 2 free throws, ball. But I think that was the determining factor.
All right, Nate's going with the technical foul on Michael Wellman. That's the play of the game. But you're right, it was definitely a deciding factor. 47-45, the final. Valpo Vikings victorious tonight. Just want to mention a few folks at Region Sports Network. Our executive producer is Chris Ramirez. Operations manager Rich Castillo. Coordinating producer is Zach Miller. Sports director is Mike Dewan. I'm sorry. He's new here, folks. He's new.
You know what? But he's doing a really good job.
He's doing a great job early on here in his early sports director career. Producer is Zach Zanelli, and our cameraman, of course, is Mike Dewan. I got that one right.
Just jack of all trades.
Coaches Portage, Brian Klaus, and Valpo's Ben Leesky.
Sure.
And the athletic directors of Valpo, Stacy Adams, Brett St. Germain of Portage. We want to thank all of you viewers for tuning in tonight at Facebook.com/RegionSports, YouTube.com/RegionSports, RegionSports.com, and IHSAATV.org. Once again, for Nate, Mike Zajac saying so long. The Vikings win it 47-45. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Here's the wild thing.